We are live. We'll give y'all a few more minutes to get in the room. I was just trying to go and set that timer. And I got to add another one to the broadcast. So, yeah, we'll give y'all some time to get in the room. What's up, people? I see y'all coming in. Happy Thursday to y'all. When y'all come in, hit the like button, please. Yes, we have stuff to talk about. Man, go to the comments. There we go. There we go. What's up? What's up? I see you. my folks down there in North Kakalaki. What up, Tasha? What up, Sweetberry? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all see I was able to set the timer today. It still didn't help. I set it 7 minutes. We still only got a few folks came in early. So I'm gonna have to get better at setting that timer. That way people will start getting in this room a lot earlier so we won't have to be waiting around. But it's all cool. It's all cool. Did y'all catch the news today? Set this right here. Did y'all see the news? Did you see the news? Did you see the news? Anybody, did y'all see the news? I don't want to put that flag up, so I'm not going to put it as a thumbnail, but I thought about it. Yep. Good evening. What up, Isha? No, you didn't see it, Tasha? Natasha? Yeah, they I want to say it was at the, what was it, Sweetberry? Was it the U.S. Embassy, I want to say it was, in Ghana. And I guess it's a female ambassador there, and she raised the rainbow flag in Ghana, which is a no-no. But she did it anyway. So yeah, we need to talk about that. What would possess her to do something like that? I know she had to know that it was against international policy and international law. You can't violate the sovereignty of these nations when you in those nations. You do have diplomatic immunity in certain instances, but this was deliberate. It was deliberate. So of course, it made national news. So it's kind of funny. Why would she do that? Anybody? Why would she do that? Anybody want to take a stab at it? bring some here to get these nets. Anybody want to take a stab at it? Why y'all think she did it? She wants to make the news. Well, she definitely made the news. She definitely made the news. It was all over. Uh-oh. I think it's kind of funny when you look at the timing, because what was in the news in Ghana was the folks, the last two remaining folks, they in their hundreds, are over there in Ghana at this present time. So I think it was to disrupt the narrative of what was actually taking place. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm on to something or what? Mighty funny, it took place today, and our good brother and sister are over there visiting Ghana for the first time. And that was the national news. Then all of a sudden this came about. So do y'all think it was a coincidence or what? But she had to know it was going to distract from the festivities. See, because that story was finna it was finna go viral. So her doing that kind of disrupt the videos of our good brother and sister over there going viral. So I think it was deliberate. That's how much these people dislike us. That's what I'm thinking. Because if she was an ambassador to Saudi Arabia, I bet you she wouldn't have did that. I bet if she was the ambassador to, let me see, Qatar or the what is it, the UAE? I bet she wouldn't have done it in Dubai. I bet you she wouldn't did it in Afghanistan. Yeah, I'm serious. Serious transgression. Okay. She wouldn't have done it in Turkey. She wouldn't have done it in Iraq. She wouldn't have done it in Syria. She wouldn't do it in Lebanon. She definitely wouldn't do it in Israel. Okay. Now, what does those countries have in common? So when is she going to be fired? Probably not going to be fired. She's probably not going to get fired. She's a Karen, okay? And she probably was told to do that. Okay. Our people was basically getting ready to go viral, and that was going to be a big story, right? And they don't want us moving around at this present time. So that's why I think they did that. Okay. If that story would have if that story had went viral, then it'd have made all us pay attention to it. And then we would have been tuning in for any additional coverage of seeing our good brother and our good sister over there enjoying the hospitality of the Ghanaians. And then a lot of us would probably come up out of our shell and stop being so scary and decide to book a flight and get with a tour company and take our butts over there. So they kind of stole the narrative. Yeah. So I don't think she's going to be fired. I think somebody told her to do it. I don't think she would have been smart enough to do it on her own. That's what I think. We're going to open it up so y'all can come on up and talk. I ain't got to be the only one talking. I'm going to put the link in the chat and anybody can come on up. Yeah, she wouldn't have done that in Saudi Arabia. I bet you she wouldn't have done it in none of those other countries. Yemen, I bet she wouldn't have done it in Yemen. Okay, but she feels she can get away with it in Ghana. It's just, you know, just Africans. I could do this. We could do this here. What they gonna do? Okay, what they gonna do? Other than be upset like we are, because you shouldn't have done that. That's against that country's sovereignty, and it's against international law. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, and we know she wouldn't have pulled that in none of them other countries I mentioned, because they would have stormed. They would have stormed that doggone building, and they would have been ready to put her in prison, if not give her some lashes on her back with a cane. If she survived, she might have got murked, because they don't play that in them countries. If she had did that, she know what would have happened. It'd have been going down. But now all of a sudden everybody it's cool because it's Africa, see. But yeah, she needs to be fired. Absolutely. And her whole staff. Because when she was putting it up, because I know she didn't hoist it up herself, she probably gave the order to somebody to do it. So her and the whole staff need to be fired. Maybe we'll have to put enough pressure on the government in order to get her fired, because we got to let them know we ain't gonna tolerate that. We ain't got nothing against the rainbow community, but this ain't that. Okay. You fly your flag on your porch on property you own, or in your house, or you could wear it as a t-shirt. That's cool. But you're not flying it in international lands and against international law and against the law. I guess that's what I want to say. The sovereignty of Ghana. Y'all got to forgive me. I just woke up not too long ago. I came back. The sun was so hot today. It was like 90 degrees today. I was like, oh. And they had me doing some extra work, so I came back and passed out. But I'm ready now, because I got to get up super early. They diverted my load, so I got to get up in the morning and take it. So figure I'd come on early. No more late nights. You dig. But there go the link, guys. What's up? Ain't nobody trying to come up? Come on up. That's how that works, huh? They go to link. Somebody come on up. We could talk about this situation. Y'all give me what your take is. I'm giving you what mine is. I think that's what happened. Because Sweetberry sent me a note saying that I might want to cover the good folks from Tulsa, last two survivors of Tulsa. I might want to cover that. Then when I went to go look at it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me cover that. So when I went to go look at it, then all of a sudden that story popped up today. I'm like, the timing is suspicious. See, these people don't just do stuff with us, we just do stuff sleight of hand. Okay, it's no rhyme or reason when most time when we do stuff, but when they do stuff, it's calculated. So somebody told her to do that. Okay, now I want to know who told her, and it got to be some type of email, some type of transcript on the phone, something. There's got to be some evidence. It's a trail of evidence out there, so we can see how far that order went up. Okay. She did not come up with that idea herself. I know she didn't. Somebody told her to do that, because we got your back. Go ahead and do it. We got your back. Don't worry about it. Now, they wouldn't have told her to do that in Saudi Arabia, because them dudes would have came up in there and they wouldn't have been playing. They'd have been in trouble for real, for real. But they wouldn't have tried that though. See, they know better. They know better. They would not try that. But they think, oh, just Africans. We could pull it with them. Right? They over there celebrating, hooping and hollering and having a good time, and they playing dress up over there, and it's going viral. We got to disrupt that. We don't want too many of them thinking that we're gonna let y'all go, let my people go. Nah, they can't afford to let too many of us go. Okay, but fortunately for them, most of us don't want to go. We cool being right here up under Massa. we wouldn't know what to do if we all of a sudden found ourselves in the majority. You'll start hearing the crazy comments. Oh, I don't think I want to be around too many black folks. So they ain't got nothing to worry about. It's only a certain amount, a lower amount too, a small percentage of folks that's really trying to get up out here. So whoever's listening, y'all don't have nothing to worry about. Your majority are gonna stay here up under y'all, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody scared to come up. Come on up. What y'all scared of? We got the system set up now. Come on. This is what we was waiting on. Now we got it set up. You have no excuse. Come on up. Let's hear what y'all got to say. We need this to be interactive. Anybody, come on up. Come on down. It's Price is Right. Come on down. Mm-mm. Come on down. Anybody. Don't matter. You ain't got to show yourself if you don't want to. All you got to do is put the avatar up there. It's real easy to do. All you got to do is just click it. It's going to show you there where you can put the avatar up. Let me show you. No, that ain't the one I want to do. I think it's this one. Yep. See how easy it is? Just click a button, turn your camera off. That's it. Boy, look at me. I'm getting good with this stuff. I put the timer on today. Let me go to trending. Let me go to trending and see what is it saying. Since you guys are on the fence about coming up. Let's see. Trending. Yeah, the timing is just too suspicious for my liking. Let's see. Home. I forgot how to get on trending. How do I get on trending again? Oh, there it is. Now it's buffering. What the hell? It won't even connect now. I don't understand what's going on with these phones. Ever since 5G came in, it seems like the service is getting terrible. You can't even get on like you used to be able to get on, and it's slow as ever too. That's the other thing I don't like. Ain't nothing a coincidence. That's right, Sweet Berry. I know it ain't. They don't operate like that. Okay. They see us doing something, they got to disrupt it. They can't let us just have a free reign and stuff because we start picking up momentum, and then they in trouble. Oh, there we go. Trending. Let's see. So I was some goofball stuff trending. Videos. Yep, I knew it. Chaos in Kabul. Taliban ain't playing no games. I knew it. Everybody over there worried. Talking about they're going to fight back. Yeah, all right. You going to fight back, all right. I don't see how you going to fight back. Yeah, well, I don't see much on the trending right now. Mostly goofball videos. And, of course, the Taliban. Said Biden had to send 6,000 more people over there. Yep. So yeah, it didn't trend, but it did make most of the rounds. Trying to see if I can find it. Yep, they had to find something to do to try to disrupt this movement because the movement is getting too big for them now. So they need to really do something, they feel. They let you know they don't believe in the sovereignty of these countries at all. I'll type it in because I can't find it right now. Yeah, but people are talking about it. See. Oh, and it seems like Ghana anti-gay bill proposing criminalizing LBT. So I think that's probably has something to do with it as well. Yeah, I didn't even know they had a bill. They tried the same. Yeah, I'm looking at that now. I just saw that in Jamaica. They tried the same thing. I'm just looking at that. I just saw that. Let me see what was that at? Let me see what it said. Ba, 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 ba. It says Jamaica. This was a week ago too. Jamaica demands removal of flag.
Cultural imperialism, the phrase in most of the placards, broadly refers to the exercise of domination in cultural relationships. In such cases, the values, practices, and meaning of a powerful foreign culture are imposed upon one or more native cultures.
And as you might be able to see in the background, the U.S. Embassy continues to fly, the LGBT flag, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender flag. in breach of the Vienna Convention, Articles 31E, Article 20, and Article 41. Right? They are being hostile towards our laws, our culture, and our own democratic system. Instead of flying the Jamaican flag for independence, they have decided to fly that flag, and that is an insult to our country.
Philippa Davies,
That's right,
advocacy officer for the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society, says the flag represents life practices that threatens the Jamaican culture and the teachings of the Bible. She says it also affects the health of the society.
You have to understand what that multicolored flag represents. It represents normalizing perverse sexual behaviors and lifestyle choices, behaviors and lifestyles that lead to disease and death. Our Christian duty is to speak the truth in love.
Protesters say they've been
Shout out to
peacefully
that
protesting that the flag be taken down since the day it was raised, but are shocked it remains on the flagpole up to Independence Week. Efforts to contact the US consulate and a member of the LGBTQ group on Friday proved futile. However, the protesters say they will continue to stand against the flying of the rainbow-colored flag, describing it as a symbol of disrespect on Jamaican soil.
Article 20 specifically says the only flag that should fly is their national flag. The LGBT flag is not their national flag. Their own people have not agreed to that at all. Okay? And so they're in breach of it. They need to be held accountable. And I challenge anybody from the US Embassy to debate me this on a national stage.
Paige Dixon, See Them Live.
shout out to that brother. Yeah, so I guess this is some type of tactic that they doing all across the black world. So they letting us know, putting us on notice that the confused agenda is coming to your door, whether you like it or not. Exactly. So basically, they finna force it on us, whether we like it or not. Look, I'm pissed. Well, I want to say something, but it's probably not appropriate. Because I was going to say, they got to come up out of them buildings to go to the store, don't they? They got to come up out of them buildings to go get them some gas, go to the airport. I'm just saying. Yeah, but the fact is that they feel confident enough to try. See, they not gonna try this in Saudi Arabia. They got embassies in Saudi Arabia. I guarantee you, they not gonna fly that flag in in Saudi Arabia. Y'all know what will happen. They ain't gonna even try that. The fact that they're trying this across the black world now that I'm being made aware of this. Shout out to Sweetberry. Now I'm made aware of this. I see now this is a campaign that they're doing. This is coordinated. See, this wasn't a coincidence. So they're gonna force that down our throats, whether we like it or not. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Gonna get your auntie from Savannah, Georgia. That's what's up. Still trapped. What? Georgia, still trapped in New York. Well, hey, escape from New York. Get out of there. Hey, get out of there. Because New York is on, that in California. Shoot, we right behind them in Illinois. Yeah, bro. Has the president spoken out against this? I haven't heard anything yet. WS is worldwide, period. Yeah, we know that. Okay, it ain't like we don't know that. But it ain't like it's all seeing, all knowing. It ain't that. In order for it to exist, we have to participate in it. We have to allow it to exist or coexist with us, so we interact with it. We have to be hostile toward it. You know, might not necessarily mean violence, but we still need to be, in opposition. Anything they're trying to do is not for the betterment of us. It's not. Anything they're proposing, any solutions that they come up with is going to still benefit them. It's not going to benefit us. Okay. So we have to resist. Them brothers and sisters were protesting out in front of the embassy, and they was talking, and they sounded really, really knowledgeable about the subject. So shout out to them, and they got to keep turning up the heat, okay? Because we don't need it to go any further, but we still want them to know, like, we ain't going for this. It ain't gonna work, okay? It ain't gonna work. You got too many good people that believe in their religious traditions, and it ain't gonna stay in. And you might get a few folks that's not, not really concerned about religion or whatever, and they want to live an alternative lifestyle. Hey, cool, do what you do. Just do it over there somewhere. I ain't tripping. Do it over there. It's all good. I'm gonna do what I do over here. You do what you do over there, and we can coexist, and we ain't got to be fighting. But don't try to ram this stuff down my throat, because I'm not having it. Simple as that. And I'm not trying to ram what I'm doing down your throat. You got your own platforms, you got your own spaces. Hey, have at it. Oh, let me plug this up, guys, before we go dead. I didn't even realize this thing. Why this thing is not charged? I charged it yesterday. Hold on. I'll start having buffering in a minute. All right, we should be good now. Let's see. Just sent the email to sister. Yeah. Okay. Sent Kofa. Okay. Program in Ghana, and asked her what's the situation there on the ground regarding this issue. Waiting to hear back. Okay. This is a terrible day for Ghana and a terrible day for the African continent. Yeah. But it's also a good day as well, because now we know what the agenda is. Okay. We may not, because anytime they're doing something, they're doing it for a reason. So now they're putting us on notice. So now we need to be aware. Okay, this is a coordinated effort, and they're trying to push this on us. Now we need to understand what's the plan, and then we can start putting in contingencies to deal with it, because it ain't gonna work. Anything they try ain't gonna work, because it's gonna take us a minute to catch on what they're doing, because they're just a culture of death. But once we figure it out, then, hey, we're going to put the pressure down. Like I said, they don't want to get it to the point where you can't come up out them buildings. Because we can't turn up the heat. Okay? Yeah, we don't need that flag following us. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because they're pushing that because it benefits them. That's what you got to see. If it didn't benefit them, they would not be pushing it. Okay? That's why it's being pushed so freaking hard. Okay? It benefits them. If it didn't, they wouldn't even be talking about this. And the fact that they're flying it across the black nations, I understand what's happening now. They're basically saying, we gonna run this stuff down y'all throats whether you like it or not. Stop us. They're basically a bully. They basically bullying us. What y'all gonna do? We finna ram it down your throat whether you like it or not. What you gonna do? How are you gonna stop us? That's basically what they're telling us. That's what they're telling us. So now we need to turn up the heat. And there's various ways we can do that. Okay? We've been playing too nice with these people. They're pushing a culture of death on us, and we're playing too nice with them. We still trying to show them decency and common courtesy when they're trying to openly push a culture of death on us. That's not ours. Strange culture. They're trying to push it on us, down our throats, and daring us to do something about it. Hidden agenda, and getting paid good to do so. Will there be any repercussions? Probably not. She should be immediately replaced. People believe that they can do anything in Africa and get away with it. Absolutely, because in the past they have been doing it. Okay? And they over there right now getting away with stuff that they shouldn't be getting away with in various countries, various nations. So why would they stop doing it? Why would they stop doing it? Okay, we haven't really done anything about it. Okay. Like I said, we got to stop playing nice with these people. That's what I said. I don't be trying to be their friend. I speak, I'm cordial. I'm not trying to be your friend because I already know what time it is. They got this old stupid grin on their face every time they see somebody black. I know what that's about. Like, yeah, it's going to be a day where we don't even see people like you. That's the kind of look they have on their face. And I have the kind of look on my face like, yeah, it's going to come a day where we don't see people who look like you either. Yeah. Let's see. Africa, U.S., Africa, us, or Africa, U.S. considering a dumping ground. If anything, she will either stay there or be promoted, probably so, with higher pay as well as benefits in another country. White continue, yeah, exactly, because she was just following orders. See, that's what she was doing. That's a coordinated effort. That they probably made a decision that they're gonna just ram it down our throats whether we like it or not. And all she was doing was following orders. Okay, that's what that was. She didn't make the okay. Now that I see what happened in Jamaica, so this is just gonna be a plan that they're pushing on the black world. That's what this is. Okay. I'm up here in Washington. They got that stupid grin on their face all the time. Well, it's all over. Actually, they got that look on their face everywhere they go because they know we haven't really effectively been able to deal with them in this stuff. It's only one way aggression, so that's why they had that look on their face. They're able to just hit us without us hitting back, and then they're doing the initiating. We don't initiate nothing with them because we're so disorganized. We can't make up our mind what we are and who we are. And so we don't have a planetary agenda, you know? So that's why, they feel confident. They do. They have a planetary agenda, and that agenda is to not see people like us on it at some point in the future. That's the plan, okay? That's what the new order is about. Anytime they say new order, in your mind, it should trigger a question. New order. What was the old order? That's the question that should pop in your mind when you start hearing them talking about new order. What was the old order? Why do you need a new order? You see? And that old order was the black order, right? This was a black planet. So the new order is they want a white planet. That's what they want. Now, we got to make sure that never happens. Doggone lashes getting in my eye, guys. Yeah, that's what the new order is about. Okay, so they have to depopulate the world's population. And that means they might have to get rid of some of their own because there's too many of them as well. Excuse me, because they don't want to share the spoils of war. Okay, they've covered all of the basically most of the Earth's resources, and so they don't want to share. Why would they? They got it through deception, trickery, lies, manipulation. That's how they got it all. So they're not planning on giving it back. And they know at some point, enough of us will wake up and be like, "Hey, wait a minute, how do y'all end up with everything? Uh, these these things were given to us by the Creator. How do you all get everything? How do you get all of the Earth's resources? How? When it was given to the people of the planet, but somehow y'all didn't commandeer everything." See, it'll be enough folks like me that think like me that'll be like, you know what? We ain't got nothing to lose. We might as well go for broke, guys. So they know that. So they figure, you know what? We could just be preemptive and just get rid of folks. All right. Makes sense to me. It's what I would do if I was them. Let's see, what is this saying? Trying to fit it, make sure we good. I'm gonna have to get another cord for this because it don't seem like it's charging properly. Maybe that was the reason why we were getting a lot of buffering. Let me see what you're saying here. That will never happen. Melanin always win. Yeah, I'm sure we, if nothing else, we would probably, the Most High will probably put it, because I think it's a test from the heavens, because when we was here by ourselves, maybe we just got too out of pocket. Okay. And so now we're being tested. And I think when we go to the next life, there's probably going to be another galaxy somewhere. Another galaxy is where we're probably going to go. Just speculating, okay? And in order to make it to that galaxy, you're going to have to be on your stuff. You're going to have to be amongst the righteous. Did you stand up? Did you at least speak out? Did you have concern in your heart for the evil that you see among the earth? And we're talking about it. Okay. This world is not perfect. I get that part, but it's the people on it. Because we've been given everything we need, but we didn't let a few crazy folks and crazy families basically take over the whole world. And now they're in charge. And this is look at what they're doing. They got the whole world in seem like a death spiral. And at some point, enough of us on the righteous side gonna have to stand up to them. At some point, we got to do it. Because if we just keep letting it go like it's going now, they're gonna wipe all us out. We're gonna get wiped out. Look how many people done died since George Bush Sr. first said something about it. Let me see what you're saying. What up, what up, what up? I see you. That will never happen. I read that right. They only number 800 million on the planet and have a negative birth rate. That's true. But at the same time, they've been able to institute chemical and biological warfare against us. Right? Plus, they're pushing the snip clinics. Right? You got the Plan B pill. You got sugar beets. diabetes, you got cancer, right? You got chemicals in all your packaged foods. You got fluoride in the water, right? You got all these soft kill weapons. So this is the great equalizers. Now you got biological jumping off, and of course, the creepy old man just came on news yesterday and said, "You all are gonna need a booster. So now you need 3 jabs." Yeah, it's 6 billion on the planet, but out of that 6 billion on the planet, 4 billion live under or subsist on $1 a day. So it'd be kind of easy to get rid of them. Okay, they're dying prematurely at younger ages because they don't have access to medical care. We've been over there and seen it, so we know people are dying over there a lot earlier than they die over here. Okay, and we have subpar health system, but they have basically non-existent over there. So a lot of them are dying at 40, 45. They're not making it to 70 and 80 years old like they used to. Okay, and the diet has been changed. Okay, they eat a lot more blood and starch now. Okay, so that in conjunction with the snip clinics that's all over there now. So women now can just go over there and say, hey, I don't have no money, I can't take care of nothing. So, they'll snip. You got the plan B out here. You got all the chemicals in your food. All you gotta do is turn anything around that you're buying and look at those chemicals on there and tell me what they are. Okay. They're forcing the jab down people's throats. And some folks are having adverse, reactions to them. They're covering that up. They're not even speaking about that. Then you got to sign a waiver. Now we got the Delta Airlines flu. Now you need a booster. So now you need 3 jabs. And that's like every 8 months. I heard Fauci today say that we're not certain. We don't have the data on after the 3rd one if it's going to wear off after 8 months. So you might end up needing 4 jabs. Can't make this stuff up, people. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. But when you look at the overall picture, it's called soft kill weapons. Okay. It's basically a soft assault on humanity. It's not a hot war yet. It's a soft war. Then they got the drones. When they get enough of the robots, and I think when they get the killer robots ready, and those are probably going to be rolled out when some of us decide that we're going to fight back. Because they're going to, follow the instructions that they was given, the program that they was given. Seek and destroy. I read that you will need a job. Everywhere. Yeah, I believe it. I know it's coming, but eventually, enough of us are going to want to fight it. You see what they're doing in France. I don't really rock with them at all, but at least they standing up to their oppressive government. And at some point, I hope enough of us have enough heart to stand up. Okay? Because now they can just, every 8 months, you need a booster. Yep. I saw some crazy reactions to the jab when I was working. Yeah, I remember Sweet Berry said that. So now they talking about you need a 3rd one. And then I talked to Fauci today, and that chump said, we don't know, we don't have the data yet, but we hoping that you won't need a 4th one. That means you're gonna need a 4th one. Watch what I tell you. can't make this stuff up, people. This stuff is crazy. I don't know what to tell y'all, but we got to get up out of here. I'd rather take my chances in Africa. Yes, I'd rather be over there. Because I don't see, like I say, I don't see enough pushback fast enough. We should be in the streets already. We should have actually been in the streets. Now, I seen a few people standing up today. I seen a few people. What was this at? Was it Texas? No, it wasn't Texas. It was somewhere. I seen some people in a school board meeting, and the parents were pushing back on these mandatory mask mandates. Now they're saying that you got to put the diaper back on your face is mandatory, and so the parents are pushing back. What I'm saying? Yeah, the parents are pushing back now. So they basically saying, well, okay, well, if you're gonna push back, tell you what, we're just gonna cancel school, take your kids back home. So man, this if they don't get complete and total compliance, then they just pull the plug again. So it's going down, people. Isha said there are protests happening across the country against the jab. The news is just not covering it. That I believe. But we're going to have to get alternative news out there to cover it then. Because the word has to get out. Right now, the narrative is nobody's really protesting. So we need alternative folks to get out there. I probably need to get this on a bigger stand or something. Let's see if I got it. Understand it like that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. Yeah, Kwame, we need to get up out of here, dude. We need to be chilling over there on the beach somewhere, kick back with a cup of lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what we used to do in our youth, playing batting ball and baseball, you know. Because it's like, man, you can't even let your guard down for a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to stand it up like that. Yeah, you can't let your guard down for a minute. Every time you look around, there's some F stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't know what to do at this point, other than just kind of keep my head down a little bit. Keep running these loads, staying out of the way, you know what I mean? And saving every penny I can. Go over there and get that land jumping off, and then shoot, if I have to, I can get me a little shack. Okay. I see the brothers and sisters, or I go over there to the Timmy tribe and tell them, hey, look, y'all put me a mud hut together. I could put one of them together for about $2,000. Yep. I'm sure. Probably less than that. Probably take me about 1,000 something. I'm gonna have to investigate that. See how much those mud homes cost. Hell, I'll put a mud home on there for right now. Sure will. And then just put me a regular wood floor down and do composting for my body waste. Right? Put a well on that land so I get free water. And that mud brick is cool, so that will keep it cool. And then to keep the bugs out, I've already been learning about horticulture, so I know which plants to plant around that home that'll keep all the bugs away. Yep, I have everything out there. You dig? Lavender, I would have rosemary, freaking salmonella. Not salmonella, but what's it called? I forget the other one. The one that really smells funny. But yeah, you need to put some stuff around your place, and then you bring good bugs to eat bad bugs. But if this is one thing we might have to do, guys, because they're not going to stop this march, and we're not putting up enough resistance, in my estimation. people still are not talking to each other. We all should be talking to each other because the agenda is taking place all across the world at the same time. Excuse me. It's a coordinated effort. So how is it happening in Jamaica and it's happening in Ghana and it's happening here in America? You see, it's what they call it. I forgot what they call it. It's something. I know it's basically unity of command, but it's continuity of government. Okay, so in order for you to have a one world government, you have to bring all the nation states up under a certain structure in order to divert power away from the nation state. You have to create bureaucracies. They've already done that. We already got all these bureaucracies here in this country, and that is to divert power away from the state. Now, those bureaucracies, nobody votes on them. They're elected. And who do they take their marching orders from? Not from the president. Those orders come from other organizations. And who gives those organizations their marching orders? Some obscure people that we don't know. They don't get covered in the news. Okay? That's how they got this thing running. So they at a point, what they want is the government's just to be a figurehead. Sort of like what you got out there with the Queen. I think October 1st is going to be the hard start to the job being met. Yeah, most of our daily lifestyle. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. But like I said, I'm prepared. I got a few dollars, and I'm gonna put together a few more, and I can sell most of my stuff, get a few more dollars, and go over there. Push come to shove, I'll just get me a mud hut. I wish I had took some pictures to show y'all when we went to the Timbi tribe in Sierra Leone. Those mud homes they had there was immaculate. I was like, oh my God, I could live in one of them. I mean, those bricks were so straight. They were straight as an arrow. And they was clean. The surface of them was clean and smooth. I was like, wow. This is the first time I seen them looking like this. I'm like, I want to meet the person who did this. So I would get one of them. So they got a whole village of them over there looking great. So I put one of them together without a doubt. And I think that brick hardens over time. And then you could put your windows in, your doors, and this and that. And I'll just do composting. And then for water, we'll dig a well. And for electric, we'll put solar on the roof and get a backup generator. Okay? As long as I got space where I can grow my own food, then shoot, you really don't need no money. All you need is a few dollars to get here and there. But ultimately, you can go to the side of the road, set up a fruit stand, and I get so much value that people will be buying from me in the dozens. And that would be enough money to keep me from having to really work. From job, school, health, coverage, yeah, personal business, and welfare. Yeah, it's going down. I get it. I might be able to still skate through, I'm sure. They're not pushing it on us. Matter of fact, they haven't even said anything to us about it. Not over here. I was at the other company. They did say if we took it, what did they say? If we took it, they would put our name in a lottery, and I think we can win up to $500 or some junk. I don't think too many people took it because they ain't said nothing about that lottery since, and that was like months and months and months ago. Ain't nobody said they said nothing about no lottery, so I don't think too many people did it. All we gotta do is make sure that when they check our temperature, when we get to a customer, that our fever, that our temperature is not over 103. So that's pretty much everywhere I go. Now I haven't been getting checked lately. Let me see when the last time I had my fever checked. It might have been like 3-4 weeks ago. So they ain't even wearing masks in most of the places no more. I'm still kind of wearing mine because I'm trying to make sure that I'm healthy when we get ready to make our December trip. No accidents, no mess ups. We trying to make sure we go over there feeling great, feeling strong, feeling healthy, and to have a great time and give you all a way to see yourself out of this damn Erica divided snakes. Because hey, this stuff is, you can't make this stuff up, people. They finna mess up everything. Okay, all because they're greedy and they freaking out of their minds. Yeah, same here. I mean, I ain't realized now I ain't got to live high off the hog. I can go back to basics. You know, we just got to go back to basics. We ain't got to go over there with as much money as we think because it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be hard for us to get out. Because that situation in Afghanistan, that kind of hits home because um, the people was at the airport and they couldn't get out because guess why? Commercial aviation was canceled. So all those people rushed to the airport, and some of them basically fell to their deaths. See, those folks are not. They was definitely not prepared. You should know not to do that. So that let you know that they was not prepared. They probably thought the Taliban was gonna never be back in power. They never sat down and war gamed this thing out. That's why you would be hanging on to a plane on the outside to fall to your death. I'd rather deal with the Taliban. Okay, I'd rather deal with them than to get on a plane and fall to my death because you probably could have dealt with them and got through unscathed. Okay, they hunting down. They got a list that they probably have. What they call it? Uh, a kill list. I'm sure they got a kill list. Um, so you can either hide throughout the country. You could do a lot of things. Try to cross over to Pakistan or one of them other borders, but falling to your death, and that ain't the way to go. That's not the way to go. So at some point we got to fight back. That's what it's gonna come down to. But the ones among us that are conscious, we need to basically get out and preserve ourselves until the people, the masses, wake up because they're not woke right now. They're asleep at the wheel. So I can't wait, till they wake up. I still got a life to lead. So we're gonna have to just move on along, go over there and get things set up. And if some of them wake up, then hey, you're more than welcome to come over. But there's too many of them asleep. They didn't drink the Kool-Aid and they believe in this new order because this new order is taking care of them, so they can't see how they're gonna be able to exist without it. Like the Matrix. Why ain't nobody come up with y'all scared? Don't be scared. Why y'all? Hey, I got this stuff set up so we can talk. I'll put this thing in the chat again. Y'all, somebody come up. I know y'all love hearing my sexy voice, but I want to hear some of y'all voices. You ain't got to put your picture up if you don't want to. I prefer that you do, but okay, you can see me, so I want to be able to see you. But we'll take your voice for now. Yep, sad. Yeah, it is. But we have to deal with the reality of what we're faced with. We got to look at things from what's really happening, not how we would like it to be. Too many people are dead mentally. Okay, so we can't sit around waiting on them. straight. There we go. There's too many people asleep at the wheel, so we can't sit here waiting on them. Okay. So I'm gonna start scaling down my ideas and make it into something that's real workable. So that way, even if you just got a couple $1,000s, that'll be enough for you to leave and go over there and carve out a nice life for yourself. Because digging a well is only about a couple grand if you got a professional to do it. But I've been watching videos on how to do it without a professional. So I might try it. Buy the materials. You could probably get the materials and put them in a duffel bag, put it in your checked luggage, and ship it over there, and see if that'll work. But if not, a couple $1,000s will get you a borehole, get you a well. So really, you need the money for the well. You need the land. Money for your land. You need a well. And then if you did a mud brick home, see what the cost on that would be. When I go to the Timmy tribe this time, I'm going to try to find some answers because by me not being Timmy, when they're doing the ceremonies and all that stuff, I can kind of fall back and find out who did those homes and maybe get somebody to let me see inside one of them. And maybe we can do some of those for right now, for folks that want to get out now. You ain't got to try to get your concrete home and be spending $50, $60, $70, $80, $100,000. Screw that. You save that money. You know what I'm saying? Get your business going with that money. You don't need to be staying in the presidential palace. You don't need marble floors to sustain yourself. Okay, you just need some basic shelter, and you need access to clean water, and you need some type of power supply. That's the bare basics what you need. Clothing is not an issue because you can have the brothers and sisters over there sew you some clothes with and be looking fly for the low. Okay, then you need access to be able to fertile land, which all of Africa is fertile land just about. So you'll be able to grow some really, really, really tasty fruits and veggies. So that's what I'm looking at now. I'm reassessing my ideas of what I really want to do over there because they're marching faster than ever now. Every day it's more bizarre every day. They're not giving us no quarter, okay? And the people are still not waking up. I walk outside now and go to the store. I don't even see a light on in some people's eyes. They still on some kiddie stuff, still playing around, laughing and joking like shit is all funny. I'm like, okay. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead and stay asleep at the wheel. I'm getting out the car. The next corner. Matter of fact, I've already got out the car. I'm just watching the car go by now. And y'all sleep at the wheel. That's what I'm seeing. All right, did I put it in there? I put it in the chat. Ain't nobody coming up? Hold on, let me see who this is. Well, let me see. Everybody knows that Africa and Black people are too forgiving and loving. The question is President Otto and government officials as well as every day gonna do. What are they gonna do? Hey, it is what it is. At least over there, people do have a tendency of rising up if too much pressure is applied. By us understanding what the global WS order is, the agenda is, we can be better equipped to deal with it on the African continent as opposed to being over here. They don't have the money, they don't have the organization. Some places in government buildings don't even have computers, depending on which country you're in. So they're still doing things by Rolodex. I'd much rather deal with that than to be over here where stuff is really high tech and it's harder for you to fade into nothingness unless you want to be in West Virginia somewhere. And I don't want to be nowhere where it's cold, and I don't want to be nowhere where it's suspected WSs will be. Okay, because they'll just take care of you just on GP because you close enough to them. Let me clarify everything. I am temporarily trapped in New York as I speak. My building is being constructed. I have been going back and forth to Africa since the mid 80s. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go through that long process no more. I'm already seeing like we might have to get out of here well before that. We might have to get out of here and leave a plate of food and it's still warm. Okay. And just go over there with what you got and make it happen. I ain't got time to be waiting. Damn, sounds like Ghana has a problem. Everywhere has a problem. It ain't just Ghana. They're doing it in Jamaica. They're doing it here. They ramming it down our throats. It's a death agenda. You're going to accept it whether you like it or not. That's what they're saying. We don't care about your sovereignty. We don't care about your nation state. And if you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? You want to fight? They're already mad because they lost Afghanistan. So what you gonna fight? See, that's what we're going through. I am married to a Fanta brother from Elmina and just returned from Ghana in September 2019 before the pandemic. We'll be returning in 2022, maybe in December. Okay, that's what's up.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Stuff is crazy. That's all I can tell you. Stuff is crazy. But like I said, what are we gonna do about it? That's why I say we gotta make contingencies, right? You gotta have plan A, plan B, plan C. See, so if this happens, you institute plan A. That's giving everything go according to plan and according to your schedule. You institute plan A. When stuff don't present itself, then you can go to plan B. And if that doesn't work, you got plan C, D, E, F, G. But it's all about survival. Excuse me. On your previous video about the U.S. losing to the Taliban, you stated how the men hate to take an L, and when he does, he takes it out on us. This rainbow flag BS is just that. Yes, it's their way of basically changing the narrative, but the narrative is not going to be changed because the Taliban right now is going to dominate the news. They ain't gonna be able to walk back from this, right? The fact is that those men are gonna do what they've been doing for centuries. Okay, they are warlike people, so they're not scared of dying, and they're not scared of war, and they not No, that's not them. If you look back at their history, that's not what they're about. They look at strife as healthy. They look at fighting as healthy. Okay. They look at conflict as healthy. You got to look at their history. So I knew we were going to not come out of that favorably because of that alone. And then you can't divide and conquer them. The English tried the same tactic that the Americans tried. So the English tried this years before. I forgot when this was, but they tried it and they failed miserably. And then Americans go over there. I guess they figure we bigger, badder, and we know more. You fell for the same trick. You can't divide them people. They together. They finessed everybody. That's what they did. And kudos to them for doing it. To show us what we're supposed to do. You're not supposed to let the enemy come to your brother and talk against you. Okay? You take his narrative. No. Mm-mm. Also, the Russians. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. The Russians lost too, but I'm talking about mainly the English and the Americans because they're cousins. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. You go back, you'll find out about maybe 4,000 or something like that died. English died when they tried to invade Afghanistan. You know, a lot of folks probably don't even remember that. Don't even know that the English tried to invade Afghanistan. And they tried this same tactic to divide the people there against themselves, right? So the English can benefit. So they tried to bribe by payoffs. They try to pay one side to fight the other side. And they agreed, one side agreed to take the payoff. And then when they met to do the exchange of the money, right? The English gave them the money. And then as soon as they gave them the money, they asked them a critical question. They said, okay, cool. Now we got the money. Do y'all still want to go ahead with the treachery that we're planning? And the English says yes. And they felt confident that they was going to be able to conquer Afghanistan because now they felt like, okay, we able to divide and conquer them. And once they said yes, the Afghanistan men at that time, the tribe that I forgot which tribe it was, whistled and had all the men come down from the mountains and seize the English. So it was a trap. They wasn't about to go against their brethren, their neighbor, their countrymen. They wasn't finna do that. They don't let you try to divide and conquer them. The Americans try to do the same thing, fail miserably. Situation because I didn't think they were gonna win no way. Because they not used to putting up with no real resistance, the Russians. Let's see, I missed a couple, didn't I? They know that they are not reproducing and are trying to use it to put every evil and cynical deed to destroy us. Of course. If they're gonna go, they want us to go first. Okay. Yep. But hey, we got to make some hard decisions, people. It's not finna get any better. And now we got this creepy old dude up there that's making the whole situation 10 times worse. So I'm gonna start doing a little bit more research into these mud homes for right now, because I could easily throw one of them up for probably like a stack. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers. Hopefully, if it's about a stack, I'll put one together ASAP. Get me about some, 15 acres right now, and throw up one of them home for about a stack or two. Dig a well, put them solar panels, bring a generator in, and start putting some stuff in the ground. Put a fence around that joint, and I'm good. I'm good. Yep. And be able to get out of here when it's time to get out. Because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Y'all scared to come up, huh? Put it in there again. Is it buffering? Oh, there we go. Somebody come up. Let me see what y'all thinking about these subjects. What's y'all playing? What y'all thinking? So I can put my hand on the pulse and see what's happening. Anybody, come on up. Da-da-da. Well, Kwame must have left. I should have got him to come up. No, I know he ain't scared with the ATL energy. Yeah, he might have dipped out. He ain't said nothing in a minute. Yep. So I hope they don't go to Sierra Leone with this garbage. Yeah. So far, so good, but more than likely they're gonna come there to try to pull it. But President Bio, he seems to be pretty stand-up dude. So we shall see. But I anticipate that they're gonna try this with everybody. They're gonna be behind the scenes pushing it. That's a whole month from now, woman. Why you can't come up? That's what I want to know. What you scared of? I don't want to hear nothing about your little raggedy phone. Sweet Berry. That's a whole month from now. This is 8/21 or something. 8/20. Something's biting me, but ain't nothing leaning against this table. Why you can't come up? I don't want to hear nothing about your little raggedy phone. I know you got a computer or a tablet. the Skittles community. That's a good one, bro. Forcing their lifestyle on the world. Tired of this BS. Me too. But it's a death agenda is what they're actually forcing on us. Okay? But they know that two folks that's in the same biological situation is not going to produce anything. So it's literally a culture of death and extinction. Okay? Less folks they have to fight. My computer doesn't have a mic attached. Well, yeah, I agree with that. I missed one, didn't I? I missed a few. They're coming by so fast. I feel the need to be out of here by the 1st of October. I'm going to have my father ship my books to me. Okay. That's what's up. Divide and conquer. The same old game, as you say. most of our people don't want to be identified as African. Yeah, which is a mistake. We don't have to at this point be hung up about the name. Okay, we could call it melanin, we could call it black, we could call it whatever we want. And I'm not tripping on the names. Okay. We could call it just human. We ain't got to get wrapped up in the names. What we need to be getting wrapped up in is the fact that we have the same bloodline. Okay. That should identify you. That put you squarely in the camp of African. And since that is a popular name, and we seem to kind of lean toward that, we accepting that name. Screw that. We accepting that. And if you have African blood or from that bloodline or that descent, then we just accept it. We can just arbitrarily pick a name and accept it. It could be anything. Okay. It could be more. It could be human. It could be anything we want it to be. We shouldn't get wrapped up in that. We should get wrapped up in the fact that we all are going through the same effery, no matter where we are in the world. So we have that in common as well. They know that they are true minorities and have done an excellent job in brainwashing us to think that we are the minorities. Facts, big facts, absolutely. That's why they have commandeered pretty much all of the radio stations and television stations around the planet, because they have to be able to put out that narrative. Okay. That's why the code, we have to have a code that we all follow. And that will protect us against their constant barrage, assault against our psyche and our image every freaking day. That's what they do. They openly assault us, victimize us every freaking day. Okay. With their apparatus. Okay. And so what we need to do is be able to have our own channels. That's why I say everybody should have a channel. We all have something to offer. Okay. Things are getting to the point now where it's so bizarre a world, it's hard to even talk the truth. So we should all be going ham on these platforms while we still got the opportunity. They haven't shut us down yet. Okay. We're learning to talk in code. They're forcing us to speak code. So that's a plus. Because now we can use whatever word we want, and we all know what we're talking about. No matter which words I decide to use, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see what you say here. Let's see. It's amazing to me in the U.S. how Black women are not supported. The LBTG, ABC, but anti-polygamy, they should be concerned about women outnumbering men. Well, they don't care about none of that. They're using folks against each other, and that's just one way of doing it. Okay, it's the men against the women. It's the oldest trick in the book. Men against the women, the old against the young, right? The rich against the poor, the smart against the brain dead. Right, the have and the have-nots. They use anything to divide us. The light skin, the dark skin, the tall, the short. Okay, you stay in this neighborhood, I stay in that neighborhood. You from this zip code, I'm from this zip code. You from this school, I'm from that school. They use anything to divide us. Everything. You talk slang from New York, I talk slang from Chicago. That'd be enough to divide us. You from this gang, I'm from that gang. Okay, you from this church, I'm from that church. They'll use anything to divide us down to the lowest common denominator. So it doesn't really matter. They'll pick anything. That's just what they're picking right now because that helps them. Actually, they get to cancel out two people and they get to counsel the future. Yep. You get to counsel out the two folks that have the same biological disposition. You get to counsel them out. Plus, but you probably counsel the future twice because those two folks, they brought children, brought children into the world. So you'll be basically eliminating 4 people potentially, if not more. That's a hell of a mind effing. That's a hell of a mind effing. Now, hey, brothers and sisters, you do what you want to do. I don't give a two flying pennies about it. You know, do whatever you do in your house. I do whatever I do in my house. Well, I got to be out here on Front Street telling y'all what I'm doing, and it's some type of reward or pat on the back I get. No, for what? That's your sexual preference. You keep it in your bedroom. That's where it's supposed to be. I can't. Why y'all can't prioritize and compartmentalize your bedroom fun? Don't nobody care. Who cares about what I'm doing in my bedroom? I don't care what you're doing in yours. Okay. Do that mean I hate you? No. Am I going to attack you? No. None of that. The powers that be are constantly planning the destruction of our people while we sit back, party. Yep. Player hate and do nothing. Facts. Most of us don't have any plans whatsoever. Priorities in the wrong place. No type of savings, investment, trade, skills, and we'll always be tied to the U.S. Yep, and the snakes. True. Well, that's why you have now opportunities to go out and get a trade. You got a lot of these schools now are online. So the cold beer flu pandemic has helped in that aspect. You have a lot of universities that went off out of the brick and mortar institutions, and now they're more online. So you should be taking advantage of getting new skills with this internet thing going on with the pandemic, the way it's going on. And you still can get trades. Okay, they got apprenticeships out here. You ain't got to know every freaking thing. You just got to, if it's apprenticeship thing lasting for 4 years or whatever, if you get a 6 months in, hey, that might be enough knowledge for you to come on and pack your stuff and go. 6 months worth of really going at it and being serious, right? That might be enough information that you need to know to pack your stuff and let's go. Plumbing, electrical, carpentry, concrete work, telecommunications. So we need reliable internet. So that would be a nice one. Electronics, electrical electronics, that would be good. And energy sector. These are the ones that I think if you guys want to do a trade, that would be the ones to get into right now, because we're gonna need solar panels hooked up and have them hooked up to batteries, and then we're gonna also need generators hooked up. Right? We ain't got to sit back and wait on the government to run lines to our dwelling. We'll just be off grid. I'd rather be off grid anyway, and then have access to the internet when I need it. So maybe we have to erect some towers, some high powered towers, right? So we can have some really good internet. Excellent point. Yeah, thank you. Right. Too many think just having a job means that you are going to be all right. Negative. Having a job is one thing, but if you don't have your mind on what's going on, then you will basically spend to get broke, and you basically be living paycheck to paycheck. So if something something happens, you will not be prepared. Okay, because there won't be no food. The grid probably gonna go down. All kind of things. Okay, the water might be compromised. So good luck on you think of a job that's gonna pull you through that. You need to be planning, strategic, and you have to have some plans in place, contingencies in place. You can't deny that you don't see what's happening. Cut these lashes or something. There we go. Yep. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is, people. Welcome to the future. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. That's how crazy it is. So you out of here for good, Sweetberry? Sorry about that shaking the table, guy. You out of here for good, Sweetberry? Or you gonna be coming back and forth? Do they have container boats that go from the U.S. to Sierra Leone? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we have to do some research, and then everybody could do some research on it. But I'm assuming it would be, but I don't know. I think they get a lot of stuff from India and a lot of stuff from the UK and a lot of stuff from China. So I don't know if they get a lot of stuff from America, but I would think they do. All right, well, I'm coming to stay with you then. I know you already got it figured out. I'm gonna come stay with Sweetberry. I just stay on the couch, Sweetberry, till I make up my mind what I'm gonna do. in case I got to get out of here to hurry. You know what I'm saying? I could do some stuff around the house. You know what I'm saying? I can hang some curtains or something. You dig? Yeah. But can't make this stuff up, people. So now they're gonna push the death agenda on Africa. And they're probably gonna, especially if these countries, if they're giving aid, if they're giving aid, that's probably how they're gonna try to bring this around, force that onto the power that be. You know, because you know it's already a level of corruption at every government. Okay. You packing? Okay. Yeah. So I think what they'll do is probably going to be able to offer them, you know, nice little package. Palm oil is what we call it. And, you know, we'll see. I still rather take my chances over there. At least I can get in a hole somewhere in the middle of the country and just chill out. The systems are so outdated, which is a plus. It gives us the room to be off grid. What's up, bro? What's going on, my Sierra Leonean brother? What's going on? I see you here in North Kakalaki. That's what's good. Yeah, we just talking about getting up out of here, man. You know what I mean? We see they trying to push that rainbow flag down our brothers and sisters' throat over there in Ghana. And I'm sure it's probably going to come to all of West Africa because it seems like we are the last stronghold that's resisting this death agenda. So it's going to be interesting. Anybody want to come up? Anybody want to come up? We got this new system set up now, so some of y'all might want to come on up. Hear what y'all got to say. Give my voice a rest. Go to the link in the chat. All you got to do is click it. You can come up. You can show your face if you want, but it's up to you. I don't really care. As long as you ain't trolling, because if you troll, I'm going to get you up out of here. I know how to do it. Yep. What up, Horace? Where you been, man? Container boats. Was that boats? Yeah. Yes, where do you think all of those clothes, shoes go to Sierra Leone? Yeah, but I don't know how it works, so somebody will have to do the research. Big up Africans. What's up? That's what's good. We all about that African thing, baby. On my way to Sierra Leone for good in November. Round of applause for that brother. I can't say your name, so I ain't gonna even try to butcher it. But that's what's up, man. We be there in December. It just depends, man. I got some stuff I'm trying to do here because I'm doing pretty good. And you know, my people are not leaving. Just because I want to leave. Most of my people are not leaving. They want to stay. So um, I'm still operating as if things are going to work out. And I'm going to be able to continue growing my trucking company and be able to leave it to my son because he's not ready to leave yet. He's getting out of the service, but he's not ready to leave yet. Okay. So we're going to see how it plays out. But I'm already been putting it in his mind. If stuff hit the fan too hard, we're going to be just, hey, try to drop everything and go. Horace, is that you, my childhood brother? Yeah, he's from there. There is big business, all that used stuff in packing lots. So I'm thinking it's big lots that big pallets is what a lot is, I believe. People have connections. I will be there with the family at Christmas. Okay, well we'll be there at the same time. You'll be there. You'll be there when I'm there, right, Horace? You make sure you WhatsApp me so we can get together. We should have been got together over here, but I'd be too busy, man. I'd be too busy over here trying to call everybody back and all that. Where did you get the news that flag had been raised in Ghana? Those people were chased out when they tried that stunt. It was on somebody's channel today. I saw it. They took pictures of it, so it was hanging. They might have took it down, but they put it up though. The thing is, they had to try that in Saudi Arabia. Okay, same stunt. Put it up and took it down. Okay, cool. But would they have tried that same stunt in Saudi Arabia? Chances are no. They also did it in Jamaica. Oh wow, y'all went to school together, Horace? That's what's up. See, we bringing folks together over here. That's what's up. Yep, that's definitely what's up. But like I said, they pushing this agenda on us anyway. Okay, they've been trying to do it, and now that they've been able to push the pandemic, the cold beer flu down our throats, then start pushing the jab down our throats. Now they talking about these passport, jab, certification cards. They're trying to push that down our throats. I mean, you can't deny that we under assault. Okay, we are. Oh, okay. College Democratic Party is the worst. Yeah, well, people voted for their own, you know, eradication. I didn't vote for them, but people went out and voted for these clowns. So hey, they so brainwashed they'll vote, basically have all your rights stripped. They can't try that in Sierra Leone. There's been advocates were murdered in Sierra. Yeah, I mean I believe that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, um, more than likely the plan is going to be to try to further corrupt the leaders. Now listen to my words. Further corrupt the leaders. Okay. But every government is corrupt, so let's not get it twisted. Everybody. There's not one on the face of that I don't think that has some form of corruption. They all do. It is what it is. Yeah, I hope they don't try that stunt in Sierra Leone either, because I'm over there. I might be a little bit more forthcoming with my thoughts and my actions, because I know what they'll be trying to do. So, I mean, you could try to put that flag up over there if you want, because I know. Let me see. I don't know what it. Do I know what the embassy is over there? Let me see. I know what the one at in Ghana, but I don't think I know what the one is in Sierra Leone. I'm gonna have to check that out when I'm over there in December. Your business is also African here. Our houses are African. You are African. I am African. I am for you, and you are for me, and we are for we. Africa for the Africans. That's right. I agree. I am we, and I am we. Yep. I agree with that 110%. Absolutely. Because it's all about your bloodline. That's why we got to get rid of these geographical man-made borders. It's about this. You got melanin in your skin, and then you got an African mind. This is what makes you African. Okay? Simple. We should not be letting landmass separate us. Oh, well, you from this country, so that means that you Nigerian, and I'm from America. That means I'm American. Negative. That is not correct. That is simplistic, childlike thinking. The fact is, if we test our blood, it's the same or similar. Similar composition in our blood, and our DNA is similar composition. That's what we should be going by. That should be the defining thing. And if we did that, then we would be wanting for our brother as we want for ourselves. Don't matter what you call yourself. Don't matter what tribe you from. It's all about the bloodline. And until we get to that point, we're going to be on the receiving end of all of this death culture. I think once we all decide to come together and okay, you still could be from whatever tribe you're from. You still could be whatever landmass you're from. But ultimately, you have something that's going to supersede those. And that's going to be the fact is you're black. We have the same bloodline. And we can use that as a unifying factor. Because we are being persecuted all over the planet. Okay? Yes, all over the planet. And why are we being persecuted? Is it because, okay, I'm American, you Nigerian, or you Ghanaian, or you Sierra Leonean, if you Gambian? No, you're persecuted because of the melanin content in your skin. Is why you're being persecuted. Okay, this is why they running the death culture down our throats. It's for our melanin. I don't know why people don't understand this. It should be too easy to see what's happening. It's happening on a planetary scale. Okay? The divide and conquer is real. Shaking my head. Well, nodding my head, I'm sorry. That is what they don't want teaching our students that, let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I put so many in here so fast. That whether you from Africa, America, or Africa, we have the same genes, absolutely, and that's what we should be teaching, not geographical landmass. I hate when people say that because that shows that we haven't evolved in our mental framework. It should be about bloodline, period. That's why they always talking about their bloodline. Why we haven't evolved to the point where we passed the borders, we passed the arbitrary lines in the dirt, and then we should be going to the thing that we can definitely identify, and that's your bloodline. First is your bloodline, and then it's your mindset. Do you have a white mind or a African mind? True that, Horace. None exactly. As a kid, they know if we unify, we will be the most powerful race, definitely on planet Earth, like we used to be. That's why they got to keep us divided, so we never get to that point again. You almost never hear, Italians or Germans or Frenchmen saying French American, but excuse me, Africa. The Africans are shy to say African without attaching American to it. Exactly. Students are amazed when I teach them Black history. Of course, because they don't know. They don't know. We supposedly teaching it in the home is what we should be doing. Okay. You could teach your reading, writing, and arithmetic in school like you've been doing. Then when you get home, your parents are supposed to teach you about your ethnic, your historical ethnic background. Okay. All the way from the first human to now. We are of those people. We have all of that DNA in our genes. Okay. All those ancestors are here in our genes. And that's what we should be teaching. Mali, that's right. They don't want us to teach ancient kingdoms of Africa, Ghali, Mali, Senegal, how powerful Africa was before slavery. Of course not. Because they wasn't really here before that. When we had our ancient kingdoms and our ancient dynasties, right? They weren't on the planet. And they realized that now. That's the reason why they kept going into excavating all of our ruins. Okay? Because they wanted to find, I'm going to tell you what they were looking for. They was looking for themselves. And every time they dug somewhere, and the further down they went digging in the earth, all they came up with was melanated skeletons. More indication that this was a black planet. And we are God's truly chosen people. That's what they're looking for when they digging. They're looking for themselves, and they're not finding none of their bones. Period. Only in the immediate future is when you start finding their bones. But when the further down they dig, it just get blacker and blacker and blacker. Speak professionally. Yeah. Most black folks know what time it is, but they want the responsibility and don't believe in themselves. They prefer convenience. Yeah, they done made us lazy. That's why they put up so much red tape and bureaucracy. So in order for you to do stuff now, you got to literally sell your soul, give up a pint of blood, hop on 1 foot, spin around in a circle with your eyes closed. The shit that they make you do now just to get some stuff done is ridiculous. I ain't gonna even tell you all the shit I got to go through in order to drive this truck. It's almost hard for me to do all the stuff I got to do. All the taxes I got to keep up with, the maintenance, all of the rules of the road, the regulations, the weight scales, the weights. They can basically give me a ticket for any damn thing. Tires underinflated, they underinflated, they overinflated. The brake line is not this. There's too much play in the steering wheel. It's this, it's that. You got a crack in the windshield. Okay. Your window don't go down. You ain't got no washer fluid. They can write you a ticket for anything. And you almost can't fight it because you got to take off of work and don't be in a different state. Oh my God. So we end up just paying them just so we can just make it go away. And it shouldn't even be that way, but it is what it is. We ain't got enough folks to fight back. Just don't. Most black folks know what time it is. Oh, I read that in. Yep. It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna put this link in the chat one more time. Some of y'all should come up. Don't be scared. Come on up. I'll let y'all talk. Most black folks know what time it is. Oh, I read that. Man. I don't know why I just moved so slow right there. All right, they go to the link. It's in the chat. Who wants to come up and talk? I already got it set up for split screen. So somebody hit the link and come on up. You ain't got to stay long. I'm not going to stay too much longer because I got to get up at, I think 4 o'clock in the morning. So we need more tools that show where we fought against the colonialism it's too much about the slave dungeons and plantations, which reinforce the mental trauma, the struggle that we struggled against. I guess the struggle continues. The struggle continues. Okay. Yes, I agree, and I would also say we need both. Okay. Um, you go to Sierra Leone, we get to see both. You get to see what we won, you get to see what we lost, and you get to see where our ancestors left from last. So it's really designed for that reason. You want to be able to go to the area where possibly your ancestor was this was the last place that your ancestors saw before they was kidnapped from Africa. So this tour that I'm hosting is taking you down that lane so you can understand and see and stand where possibly your ancestors stood before they left Africa. So that's what it's designed to do. But at the same time, we go to some of the national museums, and in them it shows you where we fought and won. So you can have both. You can have both in Sierra Leone. Oh, we got somebody finally. Let's see. Let's see. Add to the stream. There you go. Good evening. Good evening. Try to say something again.
Brother.
There you go. I can hear you now. Try to say something now.
Let's see. All right. Let's see.
I can hear you.
Man, thank you for your service on that truck. I want to say thank you for your service on the truck, brother. That's a very hard job. Got a lot of brothers and sisters that I know in that industry. I actually work as a volunteer, as you would say, with an organization called Sovereign Roads. And so I got enough respect for people in the shipping industry all over the world as far as that go. And also want to commend you on the work that you're doing, the Pan-African work that you're doing, brother. Connecting people.
Appreciate that. Oh, what happened? He went out.
Going forward, yeah, look forward to linking with you and working with you going forward. But I just wanted to commend you on everything that you're doing.
Well, thank you. I figure, if I don't stand up, I should be complaining. Okay, I complain a lot, and the people that I would normally be complaining to, they just start rolling their eyes in the back of their head. They start, having a blank stare on their face, and they've already been labeling me as the conspiracy theorist. And I'm like, why can't we just talk about issues that affect us as adults? That's what I call myself doing. But then I realized, like, that's really frowned upon when folks are basically asleep at the wheel. So I said, you know what? Maybe I need to go online, because I've been part of these communities or whatever, and certain YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to. I go on them, and people are talking. I'm like, man, I feel at home. I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. But then a lot of times, sometimes people, they kind of say things, or they kind of dance around certain subjects, or they don't cover the subjects that I would like. So I said, you know what, maybe I need to come on here and then see if I can get people's attention. And so far, so good, And I just started this, so that's the real good part about it. I got my citizenship, and I was like, wait.
The work don't never stop.
No, it don't.
Never stop.
We lost the brother. Well, it was the connection was kind of in and out, but I was able to hear him. Hey, what you mean? Hey, what you haying for? Oh, you haying to keep up? Let's see. Maybe the brother come back. To keep us apart, Do you know during slavery? Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean?
There we go. Because you had went out for a minute. There you
So
go.
as long as we that attitude, we're looking for some place to hide. You know, you that coincidence to kill more Africans, especially African work, than cancer, than cigarettes. You know what I mean?
True.
Coincidence, aka imperialism, right? But we keep wanting to write it right. So the work goes on, and
Yeah,
I'm just glad to be in the fight, man. I'm just glad to be doing the work.
I am too, man. That's why I say at some point we're gonna have to try to figure out how to just get up out of here because too many of our people just refuse to wake up. They done got too attached to the system, and at this point, a lot of them don't want to give it up, even though they see things are not looking good out here. It looks crazy out here. People can't go outside past dark. I'm in Chicago, so I can't just go around walking around past dark out here, man. Anything allowed to happen, and that's how crazy it is. Police don't want to stop these dudes. They said a while back, I think about 150 police officers that got shot up here. I don't know if people even know that. They are
150 police officers
here in Chicago. Yeah,
where?
since January.
Oh, in
Since
Chicago.
January.
Okay.
Since January.
Yeah.
So now
150 since January.
Since January. See, people don't know that. I just found out recently, and I'm from here, but I don't be here that much.
Well,
I'm always
I didn't know that.
I'm always over the country. You know what I mean? So the police now, when they stop you, they on 10. They got their guns out, right? They nervous. Right. You can hear the voice quivering, right? They give you missed messages. One saying get out the car, the other one saying stay in your car. Which y'all want me to do? Stay in the car or get out the car? What you want me to do?
Yeah, you can't win.
You can't win.
You can't win. And then they're gonna lie if they do you something.
Yes. And that's the game they playing. So they tell the brother, one of them will say
they're gonna with this and charge you with that every time.
Yeah, exactly. They'll tell one of the brothers, get out the car. And then his partner on the other side will be like, no, stay in the car. So you confuse. And in that confusion, you might do something to get them the just cause that they need because so many of them have been getting shot. They feel a need to retaliate. That's what they're doing.
You know, my elder was a brother by the name of General Aki Vincent. And he taught me the practical application of Pan-Africanism. And one of the things that he taught me is, everywhere I stand, like the president can be, when the president gets in a plane, any plane that he's in becomes Air Force One.
True.
And it becomes, by extension of that, America. You know what I'm saying? So, basically what he was trying to say is that all of our houses, all of our businesses, whatever we have are all extensions of Africa. I am Africa, you are Africa, I am for you, you are for me, Africa for the Africans at home and abroad. And so I would say to the brothers and sisters who are looking to make that connection with Africa, you don't necessarily have to look at it as an all or nothing, because the Chinese are doing business everywhere on the globe. The Arabs are doing business everywhere on the globe. The European
brother froze again.
Everywhere on the America, businesses that bring you money. Okay, businesses that bring you money here in America or in South America or in wherever you're from. It's fine. It's fine for you to keep your businesses, your homes that or whatever it is that's bringing you income, bringing you worth, and strengthening you for your next move, which is to reconnect with Africa. And I love what you said, brother, that it's not about tribalism. It's not about artificial borders. We got to get past all of that, because that's but there's some good in it. There's some benefit in it. But it's being weaponized against us and has been weaponized against us as a people. And it's good that somebody like you realizes that. Julius Malema and the brothers down in South Africa, you know, they've been preaching that, pushing that, understanding, hey, let's get rid of these artificial borders. Let's get rid of the tribalism, the xenophobia. Let's get rid of all of that. And let's come together and make, you know, moves together, you know. So
I agree.
That's all I got, African. You know.
Yeah, I went to Africa.
I don't want to.
No, you cool. You cool, because I've been talking for about an hour, so I needed somebody to come up and give me a small break. But yeah, I did go to South Africa, and you know, I saw some stuff there, and I was like, man, this is how they would like us to be, fighting each other while they just basically commandeer all of the earth resources. When you look at that country, the whites are richest. They like the richest whites I ever seen. They richer than the ones that's here. And the brothers are basically staying in townships. When you see what the townships look like, oh my God, it'll bring tears to your eyes. Yeah. That's why I say, you know what? We got to get out of here. Go ahead.
You know, anywhere you go, that other people are getting the most benefit. You know, even in the African continent, it's going on with other people's coming over there, and they become the bosses of Africa.
Yeah, i.e. slave drivers.
In Jamaica, you see with the right, you know, and how somebody can be in an African country or in Jamaica or Haiti or someplace like that and physically abuse your fellow African in front of you, and how does that happen, you know, in the time that we live in right now? But it's happening all the time. So yes, this trauma, this sickness,
God complex,
you know what I'm saying? It's global.
Yeah, it's global
amongst the Africans. We all have the same symptoms. You know what I mean? The symptoms of the imperialism as a disease. The cure for it is to deprogram oneself. It's not a one-step of yourself. So we have a lot of brothers and sisters out there who think that it's possible for somebody to be too black. That's a symptom of the disease. Your nose to be too wide, your lips to be too big, your hair to be too nappy. Any of that's a symptom of the disease. You know, if your child comes out and is a couple of shades lighter, if you see some benefit in that, that's a symptom of the disease.
Wow, you so right. You so right, and that's what I'm saying.
In the same situation. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you're right, because we have a lot of symptoms that we can see in our people But at this point, with all this stuff that's going on with the new order and the death cult that they're pushing on everybody, now it's getting to a critical stage where we need to start making some really hard decisions. Are we going to continue dealing with this because too many of our people are asleep? Because really, we should be up in arms every day, and we're not. People are just carrying on and they just tolerate. It's like the frog in the pot analogy. They're turning up the heat every day, and I don't see the frogs. I don't see the frogs jumping
turning
out.
up the heat.
We're just tolerating and accepting it. So I'm to the point now where I'm like, well, as soon as I get enough little money, I'm getting up out of here. Simple as that. It's time to let this
Right.
puppy go. And if it don't happen, then great. I can always come back, but I don't see it.
Well, I think based upon the little bit that you've shared, I think you got a really good thing going. You said that your son is ready to sort of take over the business and
Yes.
grow the business, and I think that's gonna strengthen. I don't know your name. I don't insert your name here. Whoever's listening to this, the nation of you. That's another thing that my elder always stressed is that if everybody, guess who just got a promotion? You know, the work now is all on you. So you always have to be thinking about the nation of you building in a nation building way and incorporating other people. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that you have the most influence over is yourself, because sometimes we don't even have total influence over ourselves, and we know that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully your children, right? You have influence
Right.
over your children, so you're able to set things up for them and say, okay, listen, this is how you do it, this is how you maneuver, this is the goal that we're working towards. One of the best examples of that was Meyer Rothschild. Meyer
Oh yeah.
Rothschild laid out his family's direction. Okay, he for hundreds achieved. They held to it for hundreds of years, and look what they achieved.
Yeah.
So the gross national product of the Rothschilds is greater than nations.
Yeah.
You can put multiple nations together. And the gross national product of the nation of the Rothschilds, the nation of,
Of that family.
remember another thing about Rothschild, his plan was he sent a different son to a different city in Europe, and they became the chief bankers in those different cities.
Yeah, they did.
You know, so again, if your son is here, you go there. You're in the logistics business. I don't know what trades businesses you intend to do over there, but let's just say hypothetically, if it's logistics, you already have some understanding of that. So now you can expand. You can expand that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And you can maybe find things that tie in with, goods and services that are over there or products that are over there, exporting them over here, or things that are needed that are here, over there. One of the things that I think is a real problem, and I don't know if it's a problem in Sierra Leone, but it's that brothers and sisters here or anywhere in the diaspora have no clear understanding of what it's going to cost them to bring a vehicle to Africa, or a big truck to Africa, or a backhoe, or a truck. I'm hearing all kinds of, just weigh out scenarios. So how do you plan from a business perspective what you want to do? If you say, hey man, I want to bring a well drilling rig over there, or I want to bring, my tractor over there in the container, and maybe, a small truck, and then pack a whole bunch of other stuff in there. How do I figure out what it's going to cost me, in terms of duties or whatever when I get there? Is it going to be viable for me to do that? Or is it better for me to buy those things over there? You know what I'm saying? So that might be something that you could solve for us, in case of Sierra Leone or any of those countries. Hypothetically, a 2005 dually over there, GMC dually, right? Mm-hmm. And they're going to want to charge me tariffs or duties or something on that, as though it was that's not fair. It's ridiculous. If the truck is worth, let's say $15,000, I should be paying duties on the $15,000, not $50,000. You know what I mean? So we need people to, first of all, get the information, get the solid information about this is what it's going to be, this is what you're going to face, develop the contacts, network with the proper people, and then resolve some of those issues for us. Make it easy for us, shoehorn us in.
Yeah, I would say that's a good question, and most of those things we do have a way to get those answers for you. We do have a brother there in the ATL. He has a logistics company, and he's already shipping a lot of folks who's moving to Ghana, folks who's moving to the Gambia. He's shipping stuff over now. Now, whenever I can remember, the next time I'm in the ATL, I'm gonna try to slide over there, because a lot of times I have like a day or so to burn when I do drop off a load there. Maybe I'll get a chance, since he already has a big facility, where I could just pull my truck up to his office and get an interview with the brother. Now, when I tapped in on some of his video, because I can't remember what the name of it is now, he said the biggest problem he was having was once the stuff gets to the shores, to whatever country, we need logistics to get it from the port to your particular property. And that's where the problem is. You kind of got the logistics, get it. Basically, you need to get your stuff from here, wherever you are. When I say here, wherever you are, to Atlanta. And so let's say you want to go to Sierra Leone and I want to go to Sierra Leone. What we can do is we can go half on the container. You have one half, so you could put your dually in the front half. And let's say I want to put a cargo van in the other half, and then we can fill the rest, fill the two vehicles up, and then we can put stuff all the way up to the ceiling, and we'll split the cost, and we'll both have to get our stuff down to the ATL. So how would that look, right? We can always get a U-Haul, pack all your stuff up, you pack all your stuff up, and we can meet down there at his place at the warehouse, and then we can get some ideas on how to pack. Now, I got an idea on how to pack stuff because I'm already in logistics and I've done that work. So we could pack it according to what would be acceptable over there. And then we would be over there to receive that container. And then whatever the duties and taxes are, we could just go half on it to make it less burdensome on me or you. So that would be the ultimate plan to get out of here, to do it in teams of two, something like that. Can you talk about the new money in Sierra Leone? Well, I don't know much about the new money. I want to find out when I get there what's going on with the new money. I heard what they said. Now, I did agree with one thing about that money, that the money was too big. The money is you be having like bricks of it. So yeah, the size does need to be cut down, and yeah, I guess they could cut down the notes, as long as the evaluation stays the same. And I think that's what everybody's concern is, as long as the value stays the same. So now we're gonna wait to see, because I'm not really sure on how that's gonna play out. But they can always say one thing and do another. So in December we will see. I will be there with the money exchanges, and I will let you know what I think once I'm able to change some of my money. We'll see. They add tariffs by how old the car is. Okay. Somebody said they add tariffs. You got a price of $2,000. Well, what are they going to? Somebody vaccine. Let me see what else. It's going to be 10 leons to $1. 10 leons, huh? Well, we have to see how that's going to play out, because right now it's 10,000 leons to $1. So is the 10 leons going to be the same equivalent as the 10,000? That would be the question. If it's the same equivalent, then it'll be worth it, because now you don't need so many notes in your pocket.
Look, that would be the most revolutionary thing that's happening in Africa in a long, long time, if the African nations would declare that, hey, our money is now equal to the dollar, is now own with its mineral wealth, that the mineral wealth that it has. If they were, because it's not like Sierra Leone is not like a one-trick pony. You got some countries in Africa that one thing is the only thing that they got. But Sierra Leone is, and the Congo and places like that have so much, in terms of different minerals. Any one of those things should be enough to make its currency equal to the dollar. But the real issue is
it's political.
Somebody, they take them about 20 minutes to tell you the lie, and the truth would have took like 30 seconds. Exactly. That's the whole thing with the money. See, the valuation of currencies. Ultimately, all countries pay their national debt on the sweat of the working people. Mm-hmm. So to devalue a currency, and a Sierra Leonean or a Mexican or an American citizen, regardless of race, is digging a hole. If the ground is the same, it's going to take the same amount of BTUs, same amount of calories to. Yep. Okay, so when you say that a person's worth is less, they can't say that you're not equal.
Right.
To an American or whatever, that wouldn't be politically correct. But when you say that their money is 5,000, the base unit of their money is 5,000 or 10,000 units less, you're saying that they're 10,000th of a human being.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
If Sierra Leone, exactly. If Sierra Leone raises the value of their money to where it's even 10 to 1, that's the most revolutionary thing that's happened in Africa in a long time.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to take place. Plus, is what they're saying in the chat. He said that 10 leons is worth 10,000 leons in the old money. So basically, it's the same evaluation. It's just that it's printed with the same print, same faces, and the bills are supposed to be made smaller. So there's really no difference. The only thing is you'll be able to have more money in your pocket, and it won't be so big, because the money is pretty big. So he just said it. He confirmed it. It's worth the same amount of money. It's no change.
If you want to see cryptocurrencies become illegal, all that has to happen is that one African currency or African cryptocurrency is used by Africans all over the continent and the diaspora. So when you and I go to get a haircut at the barbershop, we pray. We pay. I'm sorry, in the ECOWAS dollar or whatever, whatever it is.
Right.
What would happen then is they would feel so threatened that they'd have to shut the whole system down.
Yep.
Because there's no way they could allow us to link up on a central money system like that all over the globe. And smarter people than me and possibly even smarter than you that look like you and me, they already know this, but they're too afraid to say it, to do it, much less, to try and really, implement it. You know what I mean? Because all of a sudden they would go the way of Patrice Lumumba.
Or Gaddafi.
Right. Or Gaddafi.
Yeah, so
it's,
and that's a little bit
that's the thing.
A lot of folks is right now. Like I said, it's more about being practical. Right now, it's about getting folks at least over there, let them know you have nothing to fear. You're safer there. You have more opportunities there. You have access to fresh water, access to fresh food, right? It's less stress. You don't have race soldiers running around with pistols, hostile, right? Scared to death. So you have a lot of benefits on getting out now. We can worry about like the evaluations and stuff of that further down the line. The main thing is to get our people to safety. Let me see what else we're saying. Dual citizen is the best. The U.S. and Sierra Leone. Absolutely, I agree 100%.
I agree with that. Let me ask you a question, brother.
Sure.
And you probably answered this 1,000 times already in your other videos. In terms of an African American or a person from the diaspora buying property in Sierra Leone, is it possible for you to buy like acreage over there legally? Is the system as difficult to navigate as I hear it is in Ghana?
Yeah, those two different countries. It's really easy.
What's over there?
It's really easy if you're a citizen. All you gotta do is go to their version of the Lands Commission, right, and find out if there's any state land. That's what I'm gonna be doing when I go back. They got state land, so I want to see what the state has for sale, and then you want to go to the chief. The chief are the main ones that control the land. So you want to be able to go to the chief, and they use the control and the paramount chiefs. So then once you find out what they have for sale, you can get the documents from them saying what they own, take that down to the Lands Commission. They have to go in the back, get the records back there, and they have to match up them signatures and match up that paperwork to see if they actually own that land and they are the rightful owners of that land, then you can buy it. It's very easy. No lease process if you're a citizen.
Okay. Oh yeah, none of that 99-year lease stuff.
Not if you're a citizen.
Yeah, I don't like that 99-year lease thing.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. If you're not a citizen, of the country,
that's good to know.
You ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? It's just like folks coming across the border, they can't come over here and just buy something because you need all kind of identification, right? You need check stubs, you need W-2s, right? You need a credit score. So they can't buy land. They can't buy nothing over here just because they run over here. That's why they want to be pushing for this slippery slope immigration policy. If I make it here, I should automatically get it. That's what they want. Other countries, they don't play that. You got to be there and contribute to the network and net worth of the country. And they want you to be there for at least 5 years on the ground before they'll put you in a position to get citizenship. Now, we're pushing certain countries to get it a lot sooner, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. But we could do at least for 99 years. you know, in the meantime, because hell, God willing, I'll be here another 99 years. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm not, I can leave that lease to your child, right? And then they can get an automatic renewal. So if people just want to get out and you just pick that particular country because you just like it for whatever reason, and you don't have citizenship and you want to get some land, you can do the lease process while you sit back and wait on your land. Or you could just go over there and rent out an apartment. That's what I suggest a lot of folks do. Go rent you an apartment there, and you can wait that process out until you do get your citizenship. Then you could buy land outright without a lease process. So this depends on your level of patience. You're gonna have to be a little bit more patient being in Africa than you have to be over here, because they definitely believe in CP time. They don't do nothing fast, nothing in a hurry.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. So we know we from there, right? We know we from there, yeah, because we definitely we do that too, right?
We definitely from there, boy. You ask for a glass of water. The waitress will walk. She'll walk past you 100 times, and you'd be like, "Hey, where's my water at?" And she'd be like, "I'm coming, I'm coming." She walked by 10 more times. "Hey, where's my water? I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming." So the next thing I know, I get up and go in the back. They be looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing back here?" Yeah. I'll get my own water.
Right. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah. You know, it's self-serve around here.
Exactly. I see you busy. I see you busy, so I'll just serve myself. You know, and then I give them a big tip at the end, because I understand. You know, y'all been doing this for hundreds of years.
Look.
Huh?
Yeah. Years ago, I was visiting my people in LA, and I went to an African restaurant on Crenshaw Boulevard.
Okay.
And I said, man, so I go in the restaurant, and sister comes out. It was a small place, you know, mom and pop type spot.
Okay.
Sister comes out and she says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, can you tell me what's good?" Right? That's common, right? That's common in restaurants.
Yes, it is. What would you recommend today?
And you specialize in. What's your best dish, right? She said, right, what do you recommend today? She said, "You don't know what you want and you came here?"
Yeah.
So everything, all of the names or whatever were written in their language, right?
Okay.
But it was English, but so I said, "Well, what's this?" She says, "It's oxtails." I said, "Give me some oxtails," right?
Okay.
So about 20 minutes later, my oxtails come out, you know, and I sit down to eat them and everything, and it was just like my mama make oxtails, bro.
Exactly.
I had been eating African food my whole life. Their oxtails and my mama's oxtails is exactly the same.
And we thought it was exclusive to us, but no, you're right. You go over there and see some of the same meals that we eat over here.
Yeah. You know,
we're definitely from there.
But she was like, you know, why would you go someplace you don't eat? You don't even know what you want. Why? Because I want to try it. What's the problem? Man, she gave me hell, man. She gave me hell. Well, look, brother, I'm gonna go back into listening mode, man. I'm gonna give somebody else a chance, bro. But I appreciate you, and that's my real name, man. So if you want to link up with me, I look forward to maybe linking up with you.
What city you in?
You know, reach out to me on Facebook or something like that, and we can maybe do a phone call, because I'm interested. I'm in Louisiana, man. I'm in the boot, man.
Oh, okay. I know the boot. Let me write your name down right quick. That's why I got me a new pad just to get ready for y'all. Got some new pens. that I'm working on for our group. And this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. That's the reason why I wanted to do this, so we can actually start building our own villages, and then ultimately our own cities. There's nothing stopping us but us.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Got a
You know,
network, African.
because
And
people been saying like,
you know,
oh yeah,
like I
y'all come
said
over
before,
here
we
on
have
some new stuff.
our trucking advocacy group.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we gotta adjust. We gotta adjust our attitude about Africa. I notice a lot of people, you know, when they go there, I see them in their videos, not in the videos of Africans, you know, on YouTube talking about, you know, brothers and sisters that are from America or something. They go to Africa. They go to Africa, and you know, they have this elitist.
Yeah, most of the time that be cap, man. Anytime we do
Type
something,
or whatever. We
it
gotta
might
try
be
to correct
considered
that.
elitist. But if we just do something different than what people are doing, it could be considered elitist. But really, we just be doing normal shit.
Info. Well, hey, I take your word for it because you're a boot on the ground over there. You know, you just showed your own location as far as that goes. So I take your word for that. But you know, like I said, we do have our trucking advocacy group, Sovereign Roads.
Okay.
Check us out over there too on Facebook. And but yeah, link up with me, man, and we'll see if we can't, do the work.
Tenfold. I
Guidance and
appreciate you
blessings to
coming on,
everybody.
man.
Love y'all for free. Big
Yeah.
up every time.
And come back whenever you feel like it, bro. There you go. Appreciate that brother for coming up, sharing his thoughts. That's what this is about. This ain't all about me. We want to see what some of you all are talking about out there, and what you all are thinking, what you all are experiencing, and then we get a chance to hear what people are saying from other parts of the country. He's in Louisiana, I'm in Chicago, and we both sound like we live next door to each other. Okay, we be sitting around chopping it up over a good cold glass of lemonade about these subjects. We'll let you know that you ain't alone. You're not an island by yourself. A lot of folks out here thinking the same thing, and they see what's happening with this death cult, right? And we want to get out of this, plain and simple. What up, West Coast? I see you. What country is that? What country? Which one are you talking about? Africa gives you freedom. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We can't wait. A lot of us can't wait. But okay, people. Let me see. That's beautiful. Yes, it is. I drank some beet juice earlier. Now it's coming up a little bit. Yeah, but let's do some little housekeeping because it's already 10 o'clock and I've been on 2 hours. Well, I could just sit on here and talk to y'all all night. But anyway, we can't do that because I got a load to take early in the morning. But yeah, start making y'all exit plan and then do your contingencies. Uh, hopefully you all can make the trip with me. We're needing more folks. We want to take as many people as possible to our first inaugural um tour. This is the first one that I'm spearheading. So we want to take as many people as possible, and we want to get you your citizenship. You see, we talked about leasing land. If you become a citizen, if you are so privileged to become a citizen of Sierra Leone, you don't have to worry about the lease process because you'll be a citizen with full rights and privileges. You can own your land outright. No 99 leases there. Okay. No property taxes. And you can really, really live your best life. You don't have to have no permits to grow food. Right. So you can bring heirloom seeds and plant them in the ground and have you as much abundance as you can stand right? No race soldiers running around with guns, right? None of no draconian laws, no big brother spy grid system, none of that. Okay, so you definitely need to be looking into this. This is a great opportunity for us, right? So you can go to 23andMe. I heard they're doing 4 weeks. They can get you the results back in 4 weeks. I think it's still 99, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Or you can go to African Ancestry and do your matriarch side. It's a little bit more. I think it's 300. And then once you get your results, and it does show that you share heritage with at least one of the 16 tribes that's in Sierra Leone, then I would say get in touch with me. You can, let me see, put the other link in the chat. They go the other link in the chat on the scroll. SierraLeonePilgrimage.com. That's the website that I set up for us. Very nice over there. We'll be adding a few new things coming soon, but at least I got it up, paid for, and it's working. It's a little slow. I need to get some SEO set up over there so we can get it to load a little faster, but be patient when it loads. But you can always send me a message over there, and make sure you include your phone number because I will be calling folks. Okay, but that's it. No. Let's see what we're saying in the chat. West Coast. We are in Africa. Are you going? Are you coming to go? Yeah, he plans it. I don't know when he plans to do it, but he said he is. You're on your way. I see you. If Africa got money, you live a better life in Africa, less stress. Absolutely. What up? What up? I see you, Jay. Go him. You have a good radio speaking voice, and your new mic brings it out even more. Thank you. Jay got me over here grinning from ear to ear. I appreciate that. I figured it was about time. I went on and spent a little money since I haven't been spending no money lately. Posted tariffs. Sierra Leone all the way, baby. SL Mama Salone. I'm working on some shirts. I already designed them for our trip. They cold-blooded. I sent them to the printer yesterday, so I'm waiting on her to get back to me with a decent quote. And I got a few more things that I'm working on for our trip. So, yeah, I will be having some things for you all to purchase for the trip, so we can have that group unity, right? Put on some shirts when we go to the Bonce Island, when we go to pay respect to our ancestors. Was more likely the last place that they saw when they left the shores of Africa. So when we go there, I think we'll probably institute that we wear our shirts that I'm going to design, that I've already designed for us, so we can show solidarity and unity on that day. And I think it'd be very good optics for the cameras, right? I don't see the link. I don't know. Maybe it disappeared. I don't know. I don't see the link. You sent a link to get back in the chat or what? It probably went up too far. It's probably what it did. But I'm getting ready to get out of here now. I just wanted to make sure we do a little housekeeping. But yeah, you do have full rights. I don't think we can stress that enough. And in certain countries, if you go to my community tab, I put on there a video from Dr. Mumi from Kenya, and she was going down a list of countries that you can buy citizenship. Some of them are starting at $250,000, people. Some of them are $500,000, some of them $1 million to become a citizen of those countries, right? So this is not excuse me, this is not a little thing. Oh, the link. I'll put it. Let me see. There you go. Sierra Leone Pilgrimage.com. It's going by on the ticker. Just look at the ticker. That's the website. On there, it has the different places that we will be going and a little bit about the history, and it has pictures of me and all of the great times I was having there. And I can't wait to get back, so I can get back to the fun me. You know, get back to the fun me. People, what? Well, let's see what West Coast said. People don't understand how huge this is. No, they don't. That's why I have to really bring it home to let y'all know that this is a serious thing. We have an opportunity to have full citizenship with all the rights and privileges that go along with that. And we have talents that we have developed over here in these divided snakes that can be definitely utilized in Mama Salone. Okay. It's that same speech that President Kennedy gave. Don't ask what the country can do for you. What can you do for the country? See, if you come over there and bring your skills and you offering your skills to help the people and help the country, inadvertently you help yourself. Okay. Plus, you have a chance to give, right? And so you will build on that, and that will also give you a lasting legacy because you're doing for God's children. Because I can't see how people are planning on being remembered 3 generations from now if you haven't did anything that warrants you being remembered. So this will be another way for you can be remembered by giving of yourself to your people. Let's see. That flag never should have been raised. That flag will never be raised in Nigeria. Well, actually, if it's raised anywhere in any black country, it should be a attack on anybody that's black anywhere in the world. An assault on one African nation is an assault on all of us. That's the mindset we should have. And if we don't have that mindset, then we're just individuals that can be picked off at will. So if they decide that they want to come in and just fight only Nigeria, what the rest of us are supposed to sit on our hands, no, we should join in. You fight with them, you fight with me. You fight with the South Africans, you fight with me. You fight with the people in the Central African Republic, you fight with me. That's the mindset that we need to have. Okay? If you're fighting with the brothers and sisters in France, you fight with me. That's the way it should be. But maybe we got to grow a little bit more so we can get into that type of frame, that type of mindset. Construction, mechanics, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and housing. 10-4. Roger that. Blue collar jobs needed more than singers. Yes. Well, technically, you could be a blue collar and you can sing. I'll take both. I'll take both for 200, Alex. Nothing wrong with being a blue collar, white collar, and being a singer. You know, we're African. We're wonderful like that. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are God's wonder people. Okay, so we can do it all. I know, right? But anybody else want to come up before we get out of here? I give one more person a chance to come up for a few minutes before we get out of here. I'll put the link in the chat. We'll give you 5 minutes. We could talk for 5 minutes and then we're getting out of here. Let me see. Copy. Paste. All right. Link is in the chat. 5 more minutes. Agriculture, we have 300-acre farm producing palm oil. That's what's up. That's what I want to do. A couple 100 acres, but I want everything. I mean, everything under the sun planet. So I'm definitely looking at doing some farming because I like to eat. And as long as I can control my food and my water, access to free, fresh water, and access to food, everything else is really a non-issue. You know, everything else is a non-issue. If you have access to food and access to clean water, everything else is a non-issue. In my mind, okay. You got a roof over your head. You can get you some African garments sold, tailor made for you. That's it. That's it. Anybody want to come up? I'll give y'all 5 minutes. It's 10:25 over here where I'm at. So 10:30, we out of this piece. I'm gonna go lay it down. Get up super early in the morning. Take this load to Iowa. It's only 2.5 hours. And then I'm done for the weekend. And see if they got what they're gonna have for me to do on Monday. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just here to kind of help us think, help us think about some of the things that we should be thinking about since I've been over there 7 times already, and I'm getting ready to go on my eighth trip to the motherland. Yes, I can't wait. So now I'm gonna be doing a little bit more strategic thinking as I'm over there. Like I said, I might want to take a really good look at those mud homes because I want to see how much it costs to put one of them together. Because I could do that now and grab get a little land now. You know what I'm saying? And work my way up to 300 acres. That may be what I need to do. Get in a spot where I can just buy 15 or so now and then just keep expanding out. That way we can grow as much food as possible. And then I get that land cleared, and then we'll start parceling it out, bring the surveyors out, and then we'll get ready to start making this thing jump off. But we got to start somewhere. So I'm willing to start small and then grow my way to where we need to be. Yep. So I think that's probably going to be the best because like 300 acres, that's a lot. That is a lot. So because people are they at different stages of evacuation. So we can't just all assume we all ready to leave now. We all have the same type of access to income. And what kind of residual income are we going to be receiving? So these are some of the questions that we got to tackle. Then you got to get your stuff shipped over, which is going to be an expense. Okay. It's a lot of decisions to be made. Okay. Shipping, housing, lodging, food, what you're going to do over there. Okay. What's going to be your contribution to society? We have a lot of things to do. Have you seen any prices? But concerning land, well, land is getting expensive only because more of us are coming over. So, but I haven't really looked hard. But now when I get back over there, I'll be next to some of the chiefs and the paramount chiefs. So when I get them in the corner this time, I'm going to corner them, and then we're going to really talk some numbers and some areas, and then we'll go from there. I have 2 properties, rentals here. Yeah, well, we're talking over there, West Coast. Here, we're gonna have the landlord crisis jumping off here soon. So, yeah, we're gonna be looking at that when I get over there. I have received a few folks that reached out to me, but the land was sort of expensive. So I'm looking for something further out, more rural, where I will have to have it all cleared. So I'm going to talk to the chiefs, and to me, that would be the best thing, as well as look at the state land. We do have state land, and also I want to talk to them about maybe donating. Maybe we buy acreage, and then they'll donate the same amount that we buy. So maybe it could be something like that. Well, let's say we buy 10 acres, they donate 10 acres. Okay. I'm going to be talking to them with all type of these incentive so we can get over there and start actually contributing to the economy and doing what we can to help the people, and as well as help ourselves. Yep. But okay, we had 10:30, so nobody came up. So we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all have any questions? Y'all see the website, Sierra Leone pilgrimage.com. Y'all go there, look around. We're gonna be adding stuff to it as we go. But it's a nice website. It's really, really well thought out. And they go to Cash App if anybody's interested in contributing to some of these items that we picked up. New mic, new camera. You dig? You got the camera bag over here with the new camera and stuff. So if anybody's interested in contributing to the broadcast, they go to Cash App, $ RAKINKHALIQ. Whatever's donated will definitely go on buying the stuff that we need to have better quality. And then when I'm in certain places, we're going to be bringing y'all some really good interviews, like the brother said, to answer some of these questions. Next time I go to Atlanta, I would definitely try to get in front of that logistics guy down there and do an interview. Now I could bring the whole little setup. All I need is a few more lights. When I get to certain places, we might have to add some lighting. So anything that you all donate will go into tripods and new lighting. So when I take the show on the road and I get to these places that I don't have total control over the environment, then I can create a studio where there really is no space. So I want to interview that brother, and I want to interview the brother from Liberia. I didn't get a chance last time. And then also I'm going to be doing interviews when we get to Sierra Leone with people that you all would need to meet and know. And then also, let me read a few of these right quick. The new money in Sierra Leone will be out by Christmas. Okay, that's what's good. I'll be there by then. Yep, that eviction crisis is definitely going to be interesting. Exactly. Don't forget to strap for your camera. Appreciate that. You gonna send me some money so I can get the camera strap? That'll work. But I get it. I'm gonna make sure I get it because I got to get a couple more things. I got to get that charger I talked about. I got to get the strap for my neck. And I got to get some memory cards. That's the other thing. We need help getting memory cards, guys, because I'm going to need a lot when we go to Sierra Leone. I'm going to do a lot of filming for y'all because remember, I already got my citizenship. I've been to all the places that we're going, so there's no need for me to be paying that close of attention. So I could be filming everything and giving y'all. I got the new camera, so we're going to be giving y'all some great footage. So this is for y'all, so you can have a lot more confidence in coming and seeing a place for yourself. To be a citizen where a black man is on the money. Absolutely. It's a beautiful thing to see somebody that look like you on money. It's a beautiful thing. You almost hate to spin it. But anyway, Miss Eugenia is going to be here in town for a conference. And she is the lady that set up this thing to bring us over to get our citizenship. So she is the person to talk to. So she will be here in town at a conference. We talked today, and so we're going to meet for dinner on Sunday. God willing, inshallah, we're going to meet for dinner on Sunday. And I'll set the, I'm going to go get her. And then we're going to go, I think, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out where I want to take her. And then I'm going to set the camera up and I'm going to write down some questions so we can talk to her so you can see how this thing came about and meet her. She's the one that's going to be taking all the money and giving you your receipts. She's booking the tickets for the flights, she's setting up everything. So this is the person who assisted in bringing me over to get my citizenship. So what better thing to do than to interview her? So this is going to be a pleasure. that she's in my city, and it's only right. So it's a beautiful thing. We got some good stuff coming over here, guys. Christmas is great in Sierra Leone. All the diaspora come home for Christmas. Yeah, they could come over. That would be a great thing. I'll be there right after Christmas. But I'll be there for New Year's, baby. And New Year's Eve, because it be going down. So yeah, y'all definitely want to be here during this time. That's why I say this is a busy time to be leaving the country. So y'all come along with us on this journey. We plan to give y'all some really good information. So hey, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have some really good stuff. So that interview with Mrs. Gina should be really good. I don't even know if she's been on camera like that, but she's gonna have to give us an interview. Even if I don't get the chance to ask her about 10 good questions, what I'm gonna come up with. And take her to dinner and sit down with her. And can't come to my city and think I ain't coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Luckily, I'm in town too, because I'm not on the road. I'm gonna be here. So that's a great thing. So y'all look forward to that interview. I'm probably gonna set it up and then set the timer to give y'all a chance to be here in the room. I'm probably gonna do it maybe. Let me see how I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna wait till she's here, and then when I call her to go get her, since she's about an hour, she's gonna be an hour from where I'm at. So I'm probably gonna come online, set up the timer an hour before I go get her. That way, by the time I get her, bring her to the place where I plan to eat, turn on the camera. You all should have plenty of notice, a whole hour ahead of time, so plenty of y'all could be in the room. You can ask questions, and we can get her to ask. Okay, answer the questions. So y'all get ready for that. But if none of y'all got any questions, we're gonna go and get up out of here. Like I said, if y'all so inclined, you want to donate, you don't need a whole lot. Whatever you can contribute would be definitely appreciated. Y'all see, we stepping it up. We definitely stepping it up. And that is cash. Keep cash out. $ RAKIN Any questions before we jump out of here? Questions. Any questions before we get out of here? I hope y'all like the new setup. I like it. I like the new setup. It's what's happening. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. A1s from day one. That's what's up. All right, we don't see no questions jumping off, so we're going to go and get up out of here. So y'all know how we do, how we sign off. Peace and Black African power. See y'all tomorrow.